Turn this on and we're gonna get into our positions.
Oh, I see you have a cup.
We're gonna talk a little poo-poo caca.
Dude.
Talk a little schmack with Johnny B. Good to see you, brother.
Fantastic to see you.
It's ridiculous. It's been so long since you've been here. I can't even believe it.
I think my head was bald back then.
I don't even know.
I'm kidding.
It's possible. You might have been like a child.
No.
Welcome to Bubbleman world, everybody. Bubbleman's world or Bubbleman world?
Bubbleman's world.
Yeah, Bubbleman's world. That's the world we're welcoming you to, and I'm here with my good friend Johnny fucking B.
Wow.
Johnny fucking B is in the house. Well, he's outside of the house. He's just outside of the house, but you were in it earlier.
I actually had to walk through it.
Exactly. He did walk through it. He walked very slowly.
I got greeted by the dog.
Walked slowly.
Very slowly.
Smashed again.
No, just a small little side hit.
For those of you that have been keeping track of the Johnny B dramas of car accidents, let's see. It started with a dump truck.
No.
No?
It did.
It didn't start with the dump truck?
I think there's one before that.
Ooh. I've been in a lot myself, to be honest, but I feel like they are nothing compared. So Johnny B got smoked like less than a month ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
I'll show you the picture.
Yeah,
it was actually.
Let's put it up right now. So now they're looking at the picture.
Okay, so pretty much, I got T-boned.
You got T-boned. You can see it in your car. Your car's all smashed to fuck. And what hit you?
15 days ago.
Let's slide over to the next picture.
Dodge
Holy
Ram
shit.
quad cab.
Damn!
And as you can see how it's hit on the front, and I can see how my car was T-boned on the side and how the wheels have broken off like that. I actually was crossing through an intersection, and he hit me as
No brakes.
No brakes. Full-on acceleration. As we spun through the intersection, I thought I hit a couple people on bikes, so I jumped out. I thought I had killed somebody because I remember seeing them on the bikes going through the intersection. So just that whole slow-mo action of the airbags going off and glass flying, right out of a movie.
Jesus.
Right out of a movie. And I came to a stop, and I jumped out, tried turning off the car, and you know what? What the officer said? Thank God you were driving a Subaru.
Was that what he said?
Yeah, exactly what he said. So Subaru Outback, full airbags went off on the whole car, as you can see in this picture.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's like amazing. They even have an airbag in the side of the seat that went off. Like the whole thing. It's quite amazing, actually. But it was a hard impact, and you know, the next day I went and saw my doctor, and then I guess it was the day after that. I didn't even get off the couch. There's not one step on my iPhone. You know, it shows you how many steps you do a day. Not one. Didn't even move for about 3 days.
Brutal.
And now I'm in massage therapy, and you know, it's an awakening of not paying attention. And you know, Wes, like, I got rear-ended in 2014 by someone texting and driving that drove the C4.
I remember that one.
I just settled with ICBC a week prior, and I was supposed to be in trial that week, but I wasn't about that. I got my health care taken care of and stuff like that, which is important for me. And they won't pay for my hash.
No,
I'm trying.
that'd be cool.
Well, they have to someone has to actually offer it first. You know what I mean? It's got to actually be for sale, and
I'll offer it. Hey,
See?
Johnny B, can I sell you some hash? Hey, ICBC, hook me up with the check. I'll
There you
hook
go.
Johnny B up with the hash.
So this is what we're talking about now. We're talking about natural medicine. And,
Full circle.
And it's, you know, they gave me some anti-inflammatories. I went home and started dabbing some CBD isolate.
You're good to go here,
Oh,
bud.
really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. On that low temp. Perfect low temp hit. Holy schnippets. How is that? Wedding cake. 120 micron. 6-star. Nice. Bubble hash. Want to hit that one more time?
Yep. Almost like, is there a pool in there? No. It's done.
It's done?
It's done.
Do you want to hit it one more time, like with a little power?
Heat me up. So, the reheat now. They're doing a lot of the people putting the dabs in the bottom cold and
cold
reheating.
starting.
Cold
Yeah,
starting.
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah, I
plan
mean,
on the cold
it's,
start?
I feel like I got to know cold starting through the Puffco Peak.
The Puffco Peak?
Because that's really what it does. But I think my buddy Bobby Nuggs kind of created the hype on.
I've just seen a few people like.
He did a couple of articles, and people made videos of him, and it kind of went viral. And so yeah, it's a great idea. People that want a cold start, I think it's cool. For me, with this unit, I'm just so happy to be able to blast. Yeah, with the Temp Tech, I can blast my nail without, or my banger without paying attention to the amount of time that I'm hitting it with, and then just drop it. Usually, I'll be honest, I usually do it for maybe less than 10 seconds, and when I put it down, it's usually around like 750 to 850.
Ready to go right away.
I like it to be able to, I have to admit, I like heating it past the temperature and then dropping it. There's something in the heat retention there that's different from just heating it up to like 600 degrees and taking it down. There's a loss that I feel is better when I heat it up past.
It's kind of funny because we've used like from the sublimators to the D-nails and all these electric devices, and I'm back on my torch. I kind of like it better. Uh-oh.
You keep talking.
Well, the best thing
I'm
about
gonna fix my torch.
But the thing is when I'm hitting with the torch, I always have the D-nail on. And I come home and be like, getting it going and stuff like that. But I found that when I really want that terpy hit, that I can actually do a lower temp dab, which is really important for me. Like I get up in the morning, I want that terpy taste. And, I used to turn down the D-nail and stuff like that. But, the torch is just something that kind of been working extremely well. Other than you have to buy butane. But once again, there's all these different devices out there that seem to work. And the old school, well, it's not even old school. I guess the old school would have been the dropping down before, eh?
Or even before that, the mare.
Before that. So
we're back and ready to go. By the way, that was a nice quick 10-seconder.
That was a 10-second. I was just talking about why I
heard
back to that. It's I kind of like it. I don't have a D-nail in all my rooms, so I have my mothership outside of my garage. I have my Jesse. I always say my hippo sits at the counter. I have my lethal sitting at my computer desk. Mm-hmm. I take Slinger with me. See, I got all these little things that I do, and it's kind of funny. It's easier for me to medicate that way than it is to actually I need this. This is important for me because I've been burning the wrist, counting down with temperatures, using all kinds of things. But the Temp Tech for me is something new,
game changer.
Like I said, I saw the cold start, and that was when I was hanging out with D420K there a couple weeks ago. To me, I was like, okay, that's cool. Never done it before. And then seeing the Temp Tech is, well, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a link on where to get this.
Oh yeah, we'll hook it up for sure. I've had tons of people asking me since I did my unboxing video. It's just a great little tool, and for those of you that are already going to write, oh, for $15 you can get a laser thermometer. Yes. Yes, you can. For $15 you can get a laser thermometer, and you can hold it under your banger, and it totally works. This is way more expensive, but it's a product. It's a brand. It's a
unit. It's made specifically.
It's got its little readout. It's got its little light. You can create or control the emissivity levels, which is basically there's different emissivity levels I've been learning for different surfaces. So quartz is generally 0.93 to 0.94. I have it set on 0.94 right now.
Okay, I don't know what that meant, so. Yeah.
It's just like the laser's going to hit the surface, and how it measures that surface and what that surface is will change how it measures. So you tell the laser what the surface is, and then it accords and adjusts accordingly. So I didn't know, I still might not be explaining it. There's always some brilliant person watching who, if I have explained that to Johnny B, by all means write it in the comment section and we will appreciate it. There you go.
Yeah, it's easier that way.
There you go.
You know?
I think we should just keep taking dabs.
I like that.
What would you like to hit next?
Well, you know what? I did have some
treats from the heavenly days.
This is
that's what I just hit.
Is that what you hit?
Yeah. Oh, just hit that same thing.
Nice.
Some heavenly days. Give thanks to heavenly days, and Concentrated X, who was the producer of the wedding cake full melt 120 micron.
You know what? I've been kind of...
Sounds like a big truck.
There's a lot of big trucks. I saw all the new stuff going on around.
We got stuff going on. So, you know, for being in the middle of nowhere, which really, look at, can you see my neighbors? Like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm literally on the side of a mountain, and there are still countless monster trucks.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Let's see what he's doing.
He's just going really slow.
Oh yeah,
actually.
he's a big one.
He's a big one. You know why?
He's a real big one. That's a crane. That's a sky rack.
He's actually getting ready to lift all the hash
That we have been making all month long.
Yeah,
so we've got about 6,000 pounds.
This is how we do the deliveries.
He's gonna come in. Beep,
What's
beep.
what we have to do these days? I mean, we're getting to those levels of hash making that it's actually taken to this is the levels of what's going on now.
Howard
It's
Mark
been
said it
machine-
years ago. He said there's two types of hash dealers: those that require forklifts and those that don't.
How about those entire cranes
Team forklift,
and cranes?
team forklift, team crane.
Team cranes.
New hash tags for you. Well, it's good to see you, dude. It's been a while since I shared a bowl with you.
Too long. We talked on our Instagrams and our Facebooks, and you know, I always get the what up.
I'm gonna heat that up a bit more. We're getting a little too. That was around 650. I like it to be around 850.
I like, of course, the hot dabbing. And
Well, I don't want to dab at 850.
no, I
and
don't want to dab at 850. I did that a
See,
few
now
times.
we're at 850, and it'll take a few seconds. It'll cool down.
So
It's
when you
cooling
dab
down
at
pretty fast.
850, A for 1, it rips into you really quick, and as you
A
exhale,
for 2.
it just kind of like knocks you down.
Chaz is the banger.
Hardcore. That's why you see all my bangers were Chaz.
Yeah, they were.
They were hardcore.
C minus. Not.
Yeah, I have one that's non-Chaz.
Not Chaz.
Not Chaz. That's my. I have my Chaz, extra Chaz.
You're good. Go Johnny B. Yeah, she's a sliding. She's a slipping. There you go, sir. Oh yeah. It's always nice to carb a friend. Give a little twist on the directional. Shout out to JP and Toro. This is one of my favorite bangers and carb caps. In fact, I think I could easily say it is my favorite banger and carb cap. I haven't yet tried the Terp Slurper. Well, mine. I have tried it before. And I haven't tried the core reactor. I'm not a big like gram dab guy.
No, can't do it.
It's not of a high interest to me to do such things, but I love the idea of the core reactor, that big chunk of quartz.
I was watching one where they actually heat and it goes around the outer edge, and there's a center that I just saw the other day.
Nice, yeah, it's endless innovations.
And it's in one with the ball bearing spinning. That's another guy here in town.
right.
Yeah, there's
There we go.
got that clean and nice.
I like it clean.
We all do.
I really do.
Now that was tasty. Would you like to try some of this stuff here?
I think it's what I just hit, but if not, sure. I'll hit a little piece.
Skittles.
Skittles. I think that's what I just hit. But I'll try again and I'll confirm. It's yummy. Show it up to the camera. Go really close.
Okay, I'm getting up.
And then you gotta put your hand behind it too, so it focuses on the hash. Yep.
I'm
Closer,
skilled at this.
closer.
I've done this in the past, and you can kind of get hopefully a good look, and you get an idea.
Beautiful.
There you go. So it's kind of like
Right here, behind the hash. I am the man behind the hash.
he is the
Bubbleman.
hash guy.
Pleased to meet you all. It's nice to be sitting back on a sunny day and just taking a few dabs.
It's just
A lot going on these days.
I look at this amazing goodness that is like really if you're dealing with like I always say concentrates for pain and really understanding how like just natural medicine and how the hash and the rosin and now making the hash rosin. It's funny how it came so far so quickly, but yet so much more needs to be explained on how this works so well and the reasons why we do this. We take the best hash and we squish it.
That was delicious.
Isn't it?
Yeah, really,
It's like
really good.
it's so delicious. The terps, I thought it might be a little bit different because I know there was some difference in there.
This is different.
That's why I wanted because this was a little special, little side treat for me, as you can
But
see.
I think
Maybe that's your big pile.
that's what the big pile is. I just thought it was the special, and he gave me a small pile. But knowing Ro, he gave me the big pile of the Skittles. So give thanks, brother. That's much appreciated. That was absolutely delicious and tasty. Got me irate.
Yeah, it looks good.
Not irate.
Not
but
like
irate.
It had to be comatose after the accident.
You did?
I needed it. It was it was just the most amazing. Like you actually did a dab of it, and you were done.
That's nice.
It was a beautiful.
Yeah, I do also appreciate doing like 3 or 4 dabs in a row with a friend.
Or 6.
you know, just having a good time, dabbing.
You know what?
into
I
a
think that's
coma.
the best thing is being able to sit back, relax, enjoy a good, some good hash, some good flavors, beautiful sun.
Agreed. Not much else to share with you guys other than we're both busy, obviously. Johnny B's been doing tons. I've been doing tons. Just focused on all things Embark, focused on Whistler Technologies, and focused on travel. Traveling a lot.
You're traveling a lot.
A lot of traveling. So
I've seen some pretty amazing sites, been in some amazing fields.
yeah, I think hopefully eventually I'll get to all the videos. So we had a crew come with us to Spain and film a ton of stuff. I put one teaser up on the channel, but hopefully we'll get more. And then I still have Jamaica to post, which I put one video up so far, but I probably have like a good 3 or 4 other videos. And then I also have Colombia.
I saw the Colombia.
And I'm sure there's at least, you know, 2 or 3 good little clippage videos from Colombia, going into the mountains in Cauca and seeing all the coca plants and the cannabis plants growing side by side. It was pretty neat for sure. You would have definitely been tripping out and loving it.
Oh, hell yeah. Now, I've been sitting in my little area doing all this active water testing and taking a look at all of this licensed producers cannabis and looking at this evaporation crisis.
Yeah, it's a big problem. It's funny because, you know, they should, honestly, you should be selling that data to Health Canada.
I've been actually compiling now spreadsheets and taking a look at data and taking a look at who is doing what, and I want to know who's got controlled packing rooms, who's using there's different sealing I'm seeing. So he's using abduction. We learned this all. I learned it all in House Church. There.
It'd be good to have like an actual they overregulate everything except the important things, like regulating active water content and the way you package and the SOPs you package under. Like, make those regulations not ridiculous and unreasonable.
So here's a great one.
But patient focused.
Patient focused. So I'm going to hit you guys in your pocketbook, and I'm going to go after Canopy. So they left $151 million in the first quarter. I tested all of their cannabis at 42%, 44, and 46. So here's my question: how much did they lose in evaporation in money-wise? That alone, because you're looking at hundreds of thousands of pounds, and when you're losing 8 and 10% water, put that in your pocket.
Yeah.
And really, and if you look at that, then you're going to start waking up, because when you can't control a packaging room to package the product you put so much money into growing, there's a problem there.
$50 million facility, you think the packaging room would be state-of-the-art?
I could pretty much tell you right now, if you packaged at 62% relative humidity, that cannabis would come in roughly about 52, 53 inside the container.
Right.
So you have to actually package around 68%, and that was the little test that I've learned.
Right.
And these little things that I hope you guys start listening and you start learning the same thing.
Yeah, it's a little bit complex. It's not just moisture content, it's active water content.
It has a lot to do.
Which is different than moisture. This is the product and the space that surrounds the product, not just the product.
Not just the product.
So
it's really important to understand that, and I'm learning. I've been learning for the last 6 months, and really understanding. I'm seeing actually even what licensed producers are probably coming up with the better products because they're doing certain packaging.
Well, we should do a video for my channel, dude. We should do an active water video test. Look at the bumblebee just went in the house. He lives in there.
That's awesome.
I have a bumblebee that lives in my birdhouse. One single bumblebee.
He's happy.
That's why I put my finger in there.
Yeah, that's wondering what you're doing. I was like,
I was seeing if he was around. I put my finger and he'll like step on my finger and I can pull him out of the house. So.
That probably was the bee that landed on that Kush plant years ago. He's just been hanging around.
Yeah, he's got his endocannabinoid system all saturated. He's just like, Betty Kush, that's my medicine. He's like Johnny Bee, but he's Bumblebee. Bumble fucking bee.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, but active water is a really important subject, and
no, I want to go deeper into it. I want to have you over, and I want to do like a test of 2 or 3 varieties, and we'll walk them through it. We'll explain the difference of active water versus moisture. Go in as deep as we can, and I know he's been sharing this on his own channel, which you guys can check out at John Burfello. But I want the content for this channel as well, and Johnny B needs another reason to come out to Lions Bay. That's for sure.
I need to sit down and actually explain it, because my content is in bits and pieces of my videos, because I'm always doing what I'm doing. So
we'll do a full one.
I haven't really got into the whole. I've done a lot of testing, but sitting down and explaining it, as in let's get some cannabis, let's talk about all the different seals. I know what companies are doing different
Yeah, let's
seals.
do that.
And you can talk about all the different packaging and then what packaging and how it's testing in active water and seeing what's drying out.
Yeah.
I'm testing stuff that was packaged almost a year ago by one company, and it's still coming in the same way it was a year ago.
Let's buy a bunch of cannabis. I'll pay for it. And then we will do the active water test. And then we will, I guess, I wouldn't want to waste it, but it would be a good show to do, like, you know, rosin where half of it is used without the percentage brought up and half of it is used after being...
I started doing this.
Yeah.
And I started actually rehumidifying and pressing and stuff like that, but on small amounts because I'm buying a gram at a time and stuff like that. And you know what? That'd be great because you can actually really see. You can see what strains are, where the AW's at like 36%. This is low. Don't forget breadcrumbs.
That's really low.
It's 30.
It must be like almost like powder.
Pasta is 50. I've got stuff at 29 and it went to dust.
Yeah, dust. 29's ridiculous.
And that had everything to do with the seal.
Yeah, of course.
And the company knows it.
And they also must realize, like, that seal, if it's going, then are the terpenes consuming whatever that material was that was the seal?
This is another thing. Oh, wait till I show you all this packaging.
What type of seal are they using? Is it a chemical glue? Is it something that shouldn't be consumed by terpenes and then inhaled by a patient?
See, this is things that I don't even think they've done the research on proper packaging techniques.
Here, I got something to show you, Johnny B.
See, this is what's awesome. This is why we do what we do and why we get so actively involved, because it's the passion of being able to see and how things react inside containers, inside different things, with little great products that come to you, and you get to check out new little devices and stuff like that. And
so
I have the AW machine.
lock.
I have my machine in my car. Right? You know that I carry that thing with me.
There's no machine for this.
No machine for this. Check this out.
No, this is as simple as like going like this and pushing air out. And then you can open it. It creates a small vacuum. It's a nice glass jar.
You can hear it right away.
Yeah, you can hear it right away. You can have that one. Because you were just saying, we get these cool little products. So CanLock sent this to me, and I just thought, you know what? Like, maybe we'll have CanLock sponsor us in our testing of cannabinoids, water content. Maybe they'll buy the herb. They've already supplied the containers.
Well,
so
buy some herb too.
Yeah, exactly. So companies like Bavotas, companies like CanLock. Look, I like this company because very simply, you can create a vacuum and you can suck. Look, now my button doesn't go down anymore.
Yeah, just
all the air is out. Now listen.
Yeah, I like that. No, isn't
that sweet?
I think this is a great little product.
Absolutely. So
it's
for those of you,
product.
And do you notice they make it a size for an herb smoker? Like, this is not a hash jar. I mean, it is my hash jar. Don't get me wrong.
I can say I can fill that full.
I'm gonna use hash, but this is a perfect jar for like a flavor. You know, you got your 7 grams or whatever. It's a nice jar.
Yeah. They got it sitting in the cupboard or something down low. So, you know, when their friends come over and say, hey, I got this awesome fucking Medi Kush that I got from the Embark team.
This would keep it real fresh, you know, although I'd have to look at, you know, is this a PTFE? Is this terpene resistant?
So this is going to be different. You're going to have to take a look at all those things with the lids. You know, all that research you have to take a look at.
Here.
So I think what it comes down to will be what type of plastic it is. Is it a medical grade?
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be. It's got to be able to withstand degradation from terpenes. So I'll ask them about that.
Because if it was any kind of a poly... Wait, no, I thought it had a stamp on it. Does it have some kind of a manufacturing process?
So yes, you can have that one, Johnny.
I like it.
And throw some herb in it. Let me know.
Seal, built-in pump, twist-on lid, smell-proof, washable jar, travel-ready.
Maybe you could put some herb in
Canada.
it. Maybe you could put some herb in it and leave it in there for like 30 or 40 days, and then we could do the active water content test.
Okay, how about we do this?
Oh, that goes around here. So this goes in there, which fits into here. There you go. It's only a half size, so it shouldn't smudge up. There you go, perfect. And then that goes in there.
That's what we call
speaking of packaging, holy shit.
On everything.
It is kind of ridiculous. I'm not going to say it's not.
Okay, so buy a gram of, say, some weed from some old friends, Weed MD, and the package is this big, like that.
Right, a gram of weed, yeah. Like one of
and
these,
it came
basically.
in a box. A box
with a container in the box.
in the box
Inside of plastic.
inside plastic.
Not too different from this, actually.
It comes inside of a bag. Here you go.
But nonetheless,
Well, this is how it would come to you. Yeah, because they put it in another box.
we have to make ourselves available to the audience to do this.
We do.
I want to do this. I want to do this active water test. I want to show them what it's all about, kind of get them online, and
So what we're gonna do, and I think the best way of doing this will be come here. I'll bring some nicely fresh. I got some herb. I've got some peanut butter bread. It's nicely in a jar. Beautiful. Been saving it. I'll bring that here. We'll test the AW. We'll put it inside the jar. We'll seal it. We'll put it away. All right.
the AWC
Active water
content.
It's just AW active water.
Nice.
I got in trouble for saying the content. But like, no, it's active
now
water.
I've gotten in trouble.
I know that, no, because
But you're
Brian,
educating me.
who's one of these head researchers, he's the main QA guy and scientist and stuff like that, really did a lot of education. And
Who's guy?
Brian is the head quality control and the science guy behind the team of Bovita. And,
behind Bovita,
and
okay.
has created the
Sure.
humidities for all these different salts, whatever they do. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he educated me on active water. So I
bet.
really had to learn about it.
Sure.
And he
Good
said I was
access
saying
point.
things wrong, how you just certain things are really understanding of how much water is inside of a container that goes. We did some explaining.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to have a good show on this and talk more about it.
For sure,
I
absolutely.
can even bring the charts that I printed out to have more of a discussion on looking at the charts and what levels to look at.
That's awesome.
And then where molds and contaminants start forming, and it's why a lot of these people, I would say, would be more concerned about how much active water is in the cannabis, because I think Health Canada scared everybody away from being able to sell fresh cannabis instead of what it says right on the container, keep dry.
Yeah.
There's a
Keep
big
dry.
problem on every container. It says keep in a dry place, and it says dry.
Because they're so worried about mold, they've dried it out beyond.
I'm
the
seeing,
whole thing
I
is
do
so
see a lot of
ridiculous.
consistencies between the 44 and 46% marks, but I think that just has to do with packaging room.
Right.
Relative humidity, I can tell you what provinces were packaged in because I can see how dry it is by province.
Sure.
And I can tell you what's packaged right across the country by its active water content inside the cannabis, and BC seems to be the highest out of everybody across Canada
Highest percentage?
of active water.
Well, we're the rainforest, right?
Right?
Even when it's dry, it's pretty moist.
Exactly. So there's some
Super high humidex.
little things that I've seen.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting research little thing. I've been doing the active water testing since Christmas. I actually got the machine on Christmas Day, the day before Christmas. It was like a Christmas present. It's kind of cool.
Awesome.
I wasn't expecting it, but it was something that I had really taken a look at and was able to talk about how to standardize cannabis. And my whole theory was through active water. And at that point, I was talking about moisture content. Because I want to know the moisture in cannabis is that I need that content to be consistent.
Right.
And that's where I was educated on AW. And I was saying it wrong. I was talking about relative humidity. And I thought, no, it's moisture.
Right.
And it's neither.
It's active water.
It's active water.
All right, well, this is it. We're learning with Johnny B here on Bubbleman's World. We're definitely going to come back and revisit this in the very near
Because I
future.
could talk forever.
I would hope. Yeah, well, and we should. We should do a good video where we
we're
break
going
it
to.
down and show everything. And then in the meantime, I'm going to load up a dab of strawberry banana for Johnny B. And we're going to call it a day so I can actually go visit Johnny B without being on camera. That's kind of like, got to save some of our friendship for...
But it's been so long since we all hung out together, and you know what? Everybody's saying, "What are you guys doing?" We're being busy.
So busy, dude.
Great things. You know, it's what we say, changing the world as we're seeing it today when it comes to cannabis extractions and full melt.
Absolutely. You're good to go.
Am I good to go?
Just gotta get this dab off the dabber. Get that on the banger. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Quick one from Johnny B and Bubbleman. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.